Hey, everybody, the Republicans failed to repeal the Obamacare. What do you think about that? I think it's fantastic. The Republicans are in such disarray. Their new slogan is, "We're tired of running shit." That's their new slogan. Yeah. The Republicans are in such bad shape. Did you know this? Donald Trump starts all his speeches to Republicans by, "Hey, haters and losers." That's how he starts off his. That's how he starts off his speeches. The Republicans are in such bad shape, they're starting to get policy ideas from Game of Thrones. That's how bad. Here is John McCain. Here's the moment it happened. So John McCain's going to vote down. Watch how it happens. This is fantastic. He's so dramatic. Watch how it happens.
Gasp.
You could hear an audible gasp. Did you hear that? There was a woman who went, I swear to God, you could hear it. Watch, we'll do it again. And then the Democrats started to applaud, and Chuck Schumer turned around and stop it. He told him to stop applauding. Didn't remember that? I don't have that video, but he did that. Wonder why he did that.
It was okay to applaud when he went and screwed over everybody?
So it was okay
Like,
to applaud when he screwed everybody over. Yes.
He still has brain cancer. That was why they did
Yeah.
it the first time. You can still applaud, like, whatever. I don't get it.
Yeah, how about a little, he's got brain cancer and he's voting.
Yeah, like.
That's what you're. So that was him doing that. That was the big moment. That was his big moment. Courage. Oh, the courage it took not to take healthcare away from people.
It's like he thought he was in the movie Gladiator. He caught Joaquin Phoenix. He's like, any tips? This is going to be my moment.
Her. So and everyone, of course, is making John McCain out to be a hero because he did something decent once. He's a hero. What'd you do? Nobody. I don't get a medal. I don't come home. I don't get a medal for not cheating on my wife. I don't get a medal for not kicking a dog. Hey, what'd you do? Not kill someone? Here's a medal. That's what they're doing for John McCain. They're getting a medal for not killing people. What the F? Right? Isn't that what it seems like to?
Yeah, he's such a good guy that he didn't take health care away from us. What a guy.
Oh, isn't it? What courage.
Man.
He's such a maverick. Here's what Vox says about it. I like what they said. They go, so when John McCain cast a performative last-minute vote against skinny repeal, it immediately overshadowed the two women Republican senators who did far more to halt Republicans' reckless efforts to repeal Obamacare. Of course.
Collins and Murkowski.
Of course. They voted against that. So John McCain, his initial vote was to open debate on taking people's health care away. He thought, hey, I think we should talk about screwing people over. I think we should talk about it. Murkowski and Collins, no, let's not talk about it. That's the courage. There's where your courage is. Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins repeatedly stood their ground against the three health bills their colleagues tried to ram through the Senate. And Donnie Tanahans says 3 Republicans and 48 Democrats let the American people down. As I said from the beginning, let Obamacare implode, then deal. Watch.
Spoken like a true leader.
What a leader. Hey, let's let everything go to shit in our country. I'm not going to try and fix it. That's what that is.
Well, fuck you. We'll let it burn.
Well, yeah, and right now, I keep hearing the Republicans saying that, okay, Democrats, now it's your turn. What? Aren't they supposed to legislate collectively? How is it that they're not able, after 8 years of saying this is an awful deal, they had nothing to fall back on, and now they want the Democrats to do more? I just say single payer.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Mitch McConnell after he lost.
Oh, boy, I love this part.
I and many of my colleagues did as we promised,
and we lied to the American people about what we were actually going to do. We said it was going to help them and make policies cheaper. We were going to actually screw them and make their life miserable. So that's what we promised. Here it is.
I and many of my colleagues did as we promised and voted to repeal this failed law. We told our constituents we would vote that way, and when the moment came, most of us did.
Two other Republican senators, Maine's Susan Collins and Alaska's Lisa Murkowski.
So there you go. Most of us did. Most of us did. That's a loser. That's a guy who just lost. When it came time to vote, most of us did. But we lost. What does that even mean? What
Some of us made a political decision. Some would say that's what we're elected to do. But,
Isn't that funny? I thought that was funny. Mitch McConnell, boy. And he needs to shape up or get more training from Master Splinter. You know what I'm saying. So there's the big moment. John McCain's getting he's so courageous. I don't think it takes much courage to not screw over people in public. And the way he, again, you want to have, I'm just so sick of the way the media reports that stuff. What do you guys think?
Well, you know what? I don't think I was a big fan of Lisa Murkowski's before. And I've seen Susan Collins. I'm like, way to go, ladies. Way to go to represent your constituency. John McCain, I think we've talked about this, that I think he felt the pressure. And I think maybe he got a lot of shame on you phone calls and shame on you emails for him to take the stand. But those two women, they're the real mavericks.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, like maybe John McCain had some moral moment. Maybe, I tweeted the joke like his heart grew 3 sizes that night or something. But, in reality, he's been behind repeal for so long that, yeah, chances are he hasn't had some 180. He's still for it, or he wouldn't have voted to discuss it in the first place. He's just not behind everything right now. And, he's not. I mean, people are giving him credit like, oh, this was his plan all along. And I don't think so. I do think public outcry had something to do with it, too. I think because he likes the spotlight, and I think the public outcry kind of pushed him that way.
Here comes former Trump campaign spokesman, and he was on the transition team also. Listen to what he says about the healthcare thing not being repealed.
Need to get on the same page here, because especially after these Republican turncoats shot down Obama.
Republican turncoats.
Turncoats? Oh.
Republican turncoats. That's who they are, Steph. The Republican turncoats. These people know that we're here to screw over people, especially sick and poor people. And then you go and you don't do that? Such a turncoat. Such a turncoat.
Yeah, I love how democratic they make this all sound. Even just like the skinny repeal. They're just like, look, we need to screw you over a little bit. We know only 12% of you like this shit. So how about only 16 million people lose coverage now? Premium's only 20%. Come on. Like next they're going to have like the repeal's going to go on a diet. It's going to come back. All right, so only 5 of you lose insurance, but your insurance lobbyist gets to kick you in the nuts once a year. Is that, can you take that? Come on.
So people keep forgetting the reason why it's so hard for the Republicans to repeal Obamacare and replace it with something. It's because Obamacare is their goddamn plan in the first place. Barack Obama won't tell you that. But it's obvious to anybody who knows anything, that plan was cooked up at the Heritage Foundation as a response to Hillary Care, and then Mitt Romney implemented it in Massachusetts. It was called Romney Care. And then Barack Obama was like, well, I could do the lefty thing and do single payer Medicare for all, which as everyone knows is the way we should go. Or, wait a minute, I won't be allowed to be president if I'm for that. So I will go along with the corporatist Romney Care, which is exactly what they did, and we didn't get a public option either. So that's the reason why it's so difficult for the Republicans to repeal and replace, because that's their whole ideology. That's how bad the Democrats have gotten. When they control every branch of government, we get a fucking bullshit right-wing corporatist giveaway healthcare plan with no cost controls anyway. The Democrats controlled every branch of government. And what did they give us? They gave us what these guys wanted to give us in the first place. That's what we got by voting Democrat and having Democrats own the Congress and own the Senate and the House and the White House. That with the most eloquent speaker, the most stirring speech giver in my lifetime, who could have pushed for anything, and the people were ready for a revolution. We voted for change in 2008. We didn't get it. That's why you got Trump, you knuckleheads, because we voted for change and we still want change. Anyway, that's what happens when you vote Democrat and they take over the government. We get right-wing bullshit healthcare plans anyway. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Need to get on the same page here, because especially after these Republican turncoats shot down Obamacare last night, we got to get going on tax reform, and we can't dork around any longer.
We can't dork around.
Oh.
We can't dork. We've been dorking around for 6 months, the whole half a year that Trump's been president. We've been dorking around. And now we can't dork. Now, sure, we can dork around on health care and the repeal, that whole thing we've been saying for 8 years at the top of our lungs. We dorked around on that, but we can't dork around anymore. What?
There are people going to the doctor and affording it. Stop dorking around.
Don't dork around.